Hello everyone, it's Nancy Bastine. Happy 4th of July. I guess we're going to hear a lot of booming and carrying on, but you know, that's how it goes. So anyway, what I'm here to do today with you is to make some paste paper. So, I think that's what it's called. Hang on. Fabric paper. That's what we're going to do. It's fabric paper. And then there's going to be a time when I make paste paper, but not today, because that is when you have to use wallpaper paste. But this is just fabric paper today that I'm going to do. And so graciously, when I moved, the packers, hang on, I'll show you, left me a whole roll of this plastic wrap. Yeah, they forgot it when they were wrapping stuff boxes up with it, and they left it for me, and there's quite a bit left on the roll. Yeah, I can work with it. I can. In my art. Yay for me. So anyway, that's what I have down on my craft mat, is some of that plastic wrap. And then I have cheesecloth down, and some paste. This is watered down Mod Podge. I had some left over in my bottles, and so I put it in this jar and put some water in it just for this purpose. So I'm gonna get my what brush do I want to use? I think this one, maybe. I don't know if that one's going to be big enough. Ew, they stink. Pew. Oh, I need to empty that water. Okay, well, we don't need to go on about my... I could probably designate a bigger brush. Let me look here in my brushes. I probably have one that would work a little bit better. I can designate this one to paste. That's what I'm going to do. Yep. So what I want to do here is I'm going to put down a piece of pattern paper, which is a little bit too big. See if this will work. So everything's gonna soak through this cheesecloth, and it's gonna get messy. That's why I could just have done it on my craft mat, but I put it on the plastic wrap because it'll come right off the plastic wrap, and it won't make my thing so messy. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on the back of this because it'll soak right through my cheesecloth. And this is what we're going to do, is make fabric paper. And then I'll come back after it's dry. We'll leave it for probably 24 hours to dry, and then I'll be back. I hope you all are having a good day on this 4th of July. We're going to go over to my mother-in-law's house for an early dinner, and then we're gonna come home and be with our animals in the house when all the fireworks start. My animals are not afraid of thunder, and they're usually not, but they have been in a basement where we lived before with no windows that opened, and so a lot of the sounds were muffled down there. They didn't hear a lot of the loud sounds to become afraid of. So Belle has never really been afraid. Last night they started with a few firecrackers around, and she was not afraid. She was just barking at them, but I try not to baby them, and you know, I don't want them to become afraid of it. Okie doke. So I think there's a Reds ball game on today. I haven't turned it on to see. They lost last night, and that was not fun. Okay, now that's kind of just gonna show the paper through the fabric through it, which is going to be really pretty. I found my cheesecloth. I was hunting and hunting and hunting for it, and I finally opened one of the boxes that I knew had paper in it, a piece, you know, where I had stored my paper pieces, and I opened the top box and there it was. Yay for me. I didn't have to go through a million of them. Okay, now what I want to do is I stamped and painted on this deli paper, so I want to put it down right on top of this. And yeah, I think that'll be really pretty. Luckily, I painted on it with permanent paints. And I didn't put any sprays or anything on it. Can you all see? Get it glued down really good. And then I'm just going to keep adding pieces of paper around it. And I have pieces of drop paper. That heaven knows what's on it. I hear some booming going on. How come people have to do that during the day? Oh, I guess because it's firecrackers. Am I far enough out that you can see the whole thing? I probably should put some on the back of that. Break it down a little bit. And I have some more of this paper. Yeah, put a little bit on the back of it. Put it down here. So it's been the craziest weather I have ever seen around here. One day it is rainy and cold and you think you need to turn your furnace on, and the next day it is hot and blistering hot. I just can't figure out the weather around here. I remember in 2009 my kids came out and they brought their 4 daughters out, and I told them, I said, we're having crazy weather here. Bring your jackets and your long pants and long sleeve shirts because it's crazy. But bring your swimsuits because there might be one day that, you know. And it was so cold and nasty that year, and it was cold and rainy on the 4th of July. We didn't know whether they were going to have fireworks or not, and my son's car got broken into that night, and they pulled his dash off and stole his radio, stole our memorabilia or the things that they had collected to take back home, and places we had been, and we'd been to the aquarium and the Newport Aquarium, and they had collected stuff from there. And of course, you know, people have to just steal it or break it. They broke it all over. It was a mug that she wanted to take back to her mother. That this is painted paper towel. I don't know what's on it. It's just a mop-up paper towel. I thought it was pretty. I thought I'd use it. Anyhow, and you know, they didn't. Of course, they were thieves, and they didn't care, and they broke it all out onto the road, and and they were leaving the next day, so we didn't have time to go back and pick up any more memorabilia for them. I mean, it was just stupid. But anyway, it was so cold that year, and then this was, I think, when I mopped up the red Dylusions that spilt. But if it runs, it runs. I'm going to put it on here anyway. And what was I saying? There was one good day that it got up into the 80s, and we decided to go to Coney. It's not the Coney Island that's in New York. There's a Coney Island here in Cincinnati that has a park and a swimming pool, and we decided to go swimming that day. We decided it would be warm enough to go swimming. Well, that pool had never warmed up. It had been so cold. And it was not a heated pool. Let me tell you, that was a cold swimming day. But they never forgot it. So I'm just adding papers and tissue paper, napkins. I got this this orange paper tissue paper when I got a Joggles order. They wrapped it up in this orange paper. I thought was pretty. Tissue paper. And then I have some just random tissue papers. Little pieces here and there. And I have this napkin. I think it will be translucent enough to put right there. If not, oh well, I should have waited and put my focal point on the top. That's okay. That's okay. And you just keep adding and adding and adding till you don't want to do it anymore. Oh, I have some map pages. This is a map from a road atlas, and it has Utah on it. So I'm going to put that on here. Just to make it stronger. I'm trying to find some more stuff. I have plenty over here. It's just what I'm thinking I want to use. Okay, I'm going to put this napkin down. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm learning. I'm learning how it works and yeah. Okay, now what I think I want to do is I want to put this star I think I want to put this star tissue paper on here. Just to hold everything down. I'm going to tear this part off. It didn't tear so good. Oh well, that's okay. And then after it's dry, I'm going to come back and paint on it and stamp on it and make it pretty. Put this at the top. Oh, I got a little bug flying around me. You're gonna get stuck to the paper, little bug. I don't want little bugs in my paper. No, I don't have another piece of this. So I don't know what to do up in this corner. Maybe I'll just put a piece of this one up in that corner. That'll work. It's just going to hold everything together. Okay, now I'm going to let it all dry. I don't know if I dare put this outside on my picnic table, but I'm going to try. But you never know when it's going to rain around here. Oh, there's a little piece right here I need to put. But it's such a sunshiny day that I think I'm going to put it out on my picnic table. And then it probably will only take a couple hours to dry, as warm as it is. And then I will be back. Make sure all these little sides are glued down really good. There. And we are going to have our fabric paper. And I probably am going to use it on making a journal page, maybe. A journal cover. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good holiday and a safe holiday. And keep your animals safe and secure and love them and make sure that they are not scared of the big booms. And we'll talk to you later. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.